Hello everybody, welcome back to Lucky Rabbit Balatro for Unlucky number 13. Today I think I feel like doing the tricky deck. I didn't give it a fair shake before because I did do it with the, whatchamacallit, the yellow sleeve, which kind of offset its money problem. Let's do a plasma sleeve run with it. I do have fun with plasma every so often. And also, you know, plasma doesn't necessarily need to have good econ at the beginning. So we have four crease cards. That could be very useful later. Okay, we don't really need to buy anything. Let's just go next. This full house wins. Alright. Mail-in rebate will get us some more money, so I think I'll take that. Sure, let's check this silly pack too. Why not? What's the boss? Spade cards debuffed? I could take the random negative joker, or I can make this jack into spades. I think I like that idea. Now, the unfortunate part is that it'll be harder to discard those spades for the, rebate, but that's okay. We can live without it for one round. Alright, we'll do a clubs flush next. I'm thinking long term, right? When you have a boss that debuffs a certain suit, maximize that suit for the rest of the run, you know? Play as 2-pair. So it's not my best boss defeat with the plasma, but that's because I did something silly. But that's okay. We'll be fine. Okay, here's Wordle. Scaling chips. Very good. So it wants us to debuff discard our 8s. We'll play these 2 3s to get some stacks. This full house probably will win, but that's just kind of how plasma deck is. I didn't want to discard that hand, so... don't really need a holographic, especially with that sneaky little rental there. Let's do silly pack, because you can always get money there. Let's do extra hand size, and then open up the next silly pack. Okay, we got juggler, so I'll take that for money. Now let's go next. Got 1-5 here, that's good. We'll discard the jacks and this stuff. Play this pair of 7 or 3s, and we'll get rid of this stuff. Okay. We'll play the 3 of a kind 10s. We'll play this 3 of a kind. It's probably gonna win. But if it doesn't win, we have one more hand and we can get the mail-in rebate. Okay, that's fine. So we're at 30 chips now. That's not a lot, but it's something. We'll check the planet pack first. I'll take a level up on a Saturn. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll check the silly pack too. Alright, probably balloon animal here. It'll give $3 more than the juggler. Civic Secretary is basically going to be a copy for my Wordle, so we're definitely going to take that. And I guess we'll go ahead and take the voucher too. And we'll go next. Probably some 3s here? Nope. Okay, that's good. No 3s though. That's a bummer. Yeah, so far this mail-in rebate, I haven't been able to make work. And I could be doing it a little better probably, but it's like, it's a balancing act, you know? I don't want to risk accidentally losing. We'll take the Emperor. And... I guess we'll just take another Emperor. I know I said something about making spades, and I could have done that too, but nah, I don't know. I didn't feel like it. Alright, next. Alright, we'll go ahead and blow up the 9 and 10, we don't really need those. I could strength these jacks into queens eventually. Be cool if I could get Uranus card instead. Finally. Oh wait, I only have one discard left. Never mind. Okay, we'll check Arcana pack. Hermit, good. Check the standard pack too, I guess. Sure, we can add another 8. It's better because that's the, that helps scale Wordle. Probably are going to want that voucher, so let's save money. Play 3 8s for a full house. Oops. Okay, we'll take that. And we'll check the Arcana pack. Alright. So, let's just destroy some of these cards. Probably 5 and 2. Because the 6 can become a 7. And then the 7 can help with the Wordle. 6, 7, yeah, I know. Full house. Okay, good. No 3s yet. That sucks. We'll just, discard once. Maybe there'll be a 3. Nope. Oh well. We'll take the full house with the 8s. $75 chips. That's good. Yeah, Wordle scales very fast for a common chips Joker if you have the cards for it. I don't think I need more creases, but sure, let's go ahead and crease the 8 and this jack. Because like I said, I can strength the jacks into queens later. Tax return. We already... well... Matador's not going to do it. Tax return's not going to... could do it, actually. I kind of like this idea, actually. And then I can combine that with the rebate, because I can just play some junk hands, see if I get money for it. Yeah, let's try it. Oh yeah, I can just play high card to survive. This is awesome. Okay. Alright, we'll play the 3 queens for the scaling. Okay, so do we need high card levels? Probably. This is tempting, I guess, because, you know, 4 of a kind does scale really good. But we haven't faced off against the Psychic yet, and finding the Psychic would be a downer, but we also... It's not eternal. We don't necessarily need... No, we don't need it. Yeah, that took a little bit of a think. We'll turn the jacks into lucky cards. We'll check this one too. Alright, we'll death this 2 into a queen. I guess. This voucher will give us another consumable slot. We'll buy that after the next round. Alright, we'll play this pair of 8s. Got an ace here, we'll discard that. Got 2 8s. We'll play those 2. Alright. Invisible Joker could be useful. Can make basically triple my chips. I'll probably have to sell both of my money generators, but I don't think that's a problem. Let's rip this first. No. Okay. So I don't want to play any of my enhanced cards, and we're trying to discard the 9s. So let's play this first. Okay, we'll discard... We'll just play this full house. It might win, and that's okay. I don't really care. Yeah, we have our money's okay right now. We got pants, but it's not. That's a multiplier card. It is possible to make, like, you know, obviously, like, when you're doing, like, endless mode, you can get a shit ton of molt from, like, Baron and stuff, and then molt for Plasma deck is, like, double the score, right? But you need, like, a lot of molt to, like, match up with, like... It's like the way that you make molt work is you have to make molt the bigger number, right? And to do that, you need a lot of X molt. So yeah, if you're able to get, like, some early scaling X molt, you can do, like, a molt run without, like, absurd stuff like Baron or Photo Chad. I've done it before. So, like, you know, maybe to some time during the series I can try and demonstrate it. Anyway, for creasing, I want to crease these 3s, because then we'll get more scaling. Guaranteed scale every turn. Guaranteed permanent plus 10 chips every turn is basically almost close to a Mercury card, so we probably don't even need to get planet cards this run. This is a great voucher too, I definitely want that. Discard 2 cards, that's fine, let's go. Alright, I'll play this 3s with the extra money. Invisible Joker will be ready to go after this round, but I don't have to activate him right away. We can keep these around a little longer to get more money before we need to trip double our chips, you know. We shouldn't need to for this boss fight. But after this ante, probably I'll double him. Hanging Chad, extra chips, extra lucky card, multiplier. Does not increase the scaling of Wordle, which is probably by design after seeing how strong this Joker can really get. So, anyway, I guess this is the time I want to use the Invisible Joker. Alright, that's fine. 2 rentals is fine. We got enough money. We'll go ahead and take the voucher now. And we'll check the silly pack. Bang. Whoopee cushion. So many good options. Let's do whoopee cushion. We'll make 3 lucky cards. Or another lucky card, rather. Okay, glass cards could be an option in the future. As like an emergency measure. If we do that, I'm gonna make probably, we'll do a glass 8. Although if we do a glass card, we'll probably have to do like a straight or something. Something that has higher mold. So let's level this straight to 2 just in case. Yeah, negative Joker, you know, is additional chips. It will become negative by, let me think. 2, 6, 7. Yeah, it won't be done until like the beginning of Ante 8, so honestly it's probably not worth getting, but I'll grab it just because it's chips. But I might end up selling it. Okay. You know, another option we could do is we could turn one of these creased cards into a stone card. And then we always have an extra little chips in the beginning. I kind of like that idea, actually. Let's turn, we do have an extra 8 in this deck, so we'll go ahead and use this one. Play the 2 3s with the stone card. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think we'll have any issues for a bit. Let's save our money and go to the boss. I want to play the lucky card here, so we'll go ahead and do that. There goes my 3s, but that's fine. Wow, that one too. And we're at 170 chips with Wordle, so that means we're getting 170 x3, basically. And we got 60 chips here that are also getting times 3'd. So these 2 Isabelles are basically kind of like a times 3 score, right? Neither of these are good. That would be a certified red card moment. I definitely want grab bag. Let's save our money for a bit. We don't really need to buy anything. The boss doesn't really apply to us. Planet levels are not what we're doing, so. No money shots yet. I really wish I could turn those jacks into queens. I never thought it would be this hard. We'll play juggler. Alright, we got one more round before I can buy that voucher. Let's buy the voucher after this round. Let's play the 3s first, because I do want to get some scaling. Let's do it without the stone card being on the Chad. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do the lucky cards with the 5s to add some scaling. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 5s are not part of Wordle. It's 3, 7, 8. I always get the 5 mixed in there somehow. Alright. Okay. Rabbit. Cute voucher. Or Joker. Okay. We'll go ahead and play the pair here. Oh yeah, I did have a level in 3 of a kind here, but that shouldn't matter. Alright. None of this really works for us. I don't think I want to add more cards to my deck with the Grim. So we'll just skip this. One additional consumable slot. Again. Huh. So this boss is going to hurt our money a bit, the Rhythm. We've encountered it, I think, once before. It's like, I basically lose $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 every hand I play, so I'll probably want to try and win in one hand there. Or I could just save a bunch of money. Either strategy works. I prefer the more aggressive option, which is the first one. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. We'll check the silly pack, I guess. Okay, here we go. Let's make one of these jacks into a queen. That's funny. That's really funny. Let's do it. Just want to get some money from the lucky card. It's just not wanting to cooperate today. See, I normally am actually really lucky with my lucky cards, if you'd believe it. Like, I don't know, I seem to get money shots exactly when I want them to. Well, not exactly, but you know how confirmation bias works, right? I don't think I need a 5th consumable slot, honestly. It seems a bit excessive, so we're just gonna go. Plus, I'm gonna lose a lot of money after this round anyways. So yeah, let's try and play one full hand here. We'll do the Chad on the stone card. It was not enough, but that's fine. We'll do the jacks. Yeah, that's life. We got a straight here, which is funny. We'll play it. It doesn't really matter what hand we play. Alright. So we don't really need money anymore if we just have all this scoring anyway, so who cares if we're going to have a possibly 4 or 3 rentals now. No, we don't need any of that. Alright, so another Chad is probably the worst hit, but that's fine. I see. I think we can do it, maybe. If not, I'll cry. Okay, that's not a good sign. Yeah, this ain't a good sign. Okay, there's a luchador, so... But we have no room for it. I cannot sell the Wordle. Wow. I guess the Invisible Joker was the misplay, huh? Well, you know, that's life, I guess. Let's go ahead and check the silly packs, I guess. You can get $20. And a Midway Games. Yeah, nothing really useful there. Yeah. We'll keep going, though. We'll give it a shot, you know. Yeah, so we get 4 extra triggers on the stone card. Yeah, it's just a bummer, man. I think it's like barely enough. If I maybe I might be able to scrap something together. Let's see. We'll make another stone card. We'll make the jack into a stone card actually. And we're gonna destroy the 8 in the jack as well. And then we're gonna check the arcane. Sorry, silly pack. Okay, we're gonna take the clown card. That is probably what's gonna save us. And then we'll take the scarf. Let's go. So getting odd Todd there, that's a good sign. We might actually pull through on this. We'll do the 3 of a kind queens. Okay, that's fine. And then we do... Alright, so the stone cards are still going to give more chips than the 3s because of how Odd Todd works. So we're just going to do the re-roll on the... Or sorry, re-trigger on the stone card. Okay. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I actually kind of forgot that it was 24 million or 2.4 million instead of 1.2 million like normally. You know, I just realized it's gonna trigger Isabelle multiple times too. So maybe this actually is worth it more than the stone card. Oh. Maybe I should have done that first. Oh well. We'll see here. Just barely. You know, I'm not even mad. You know, I consider this a moral victory, right? Because if this wasn't the Violet Vessel, we would have destroyed it easily, probably. So I'm going to consider this a moral victory, even though we did lose the run. We were pretty short, though. We almost did it. Yeah, so I guess the core mistake was probably the Invisible Joker maneuver. I probably should have just not done that, because then I would have been able to use the Luchador to save me from the boss. You know, I kind of locked myself into 4 Eternals and then 1 essential non-Eternal Joker. That's not a good situation to be in. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, I should be back to daily uploads from now on, hopefully, as long as nothing else comes up. I mean, you know, that's how life works, right? But I'm gonna do my best. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.